Alright, what's good? What's good, gamers? My name is Dr. Ryan Psych Sensei. Welcome to our stream where welcome back to Gaming and. Today is Gaming and Cognitive Endurance, and what we're going to do here is we're going to take some articles or some cool research, read it out loud, find some nuggies. I'm also building something in the background that you're not seeing, but I'm going to be taking some notes, finding how maybe I can apply some of these awesome studies to my players, myself, hopefully you, and if not, unlucky. Nah, just joking. There's always something here for us to be learning, which is exciting. It's my favorite part of the show. I learned something new. There's a lot of good research out there, and I hope I can get some cool nuggets of information for you. Unlucky, today we don't have any Blackpink, because apparently YouTube doesn't like that. And so I am going royalty-free lo-fi. So I hope that your day is going well, or it's your Friday, you're chilling. Maybe you're coming home. Maybe you're finishing work. Maybe you're just starting if you're a late night person. But welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. If you would like to learn more about me and what I do with teams or whatever, or you want to maybe work with yours truly, go visit my website, psychsensei.com. There you can find all the links, all the things for more resources, and you can find links to my Discord, my TikTok, my LinkedIn, my YouTube, my X Twitter. Not my X. No, I guess my X, but not my X, but you know what I mean. My Twitter, all of it there on psychsensei.com. And if you want to work with me one-on-one and find your win condition and start working towards it today, we can do that, baby. Fill out a free consultation form, and you and I can sit down and figure out what's going on, where you want to go, and plot a journey to get there. It's always so fun, and it's completely free, baby. So, check that out on my website, psychsensei.com. But without any further ado, also, this stream, show, whatever, is just for you. So, if you want to talk about something else, if you have something more interesting to ask, all you need to do is do that. And I will follow the bouncing ball to wherever you want to take me. Alright, let's jump into it, shall we? There it is. There it is. Let's zoom this so y'all can see it a little bit better. Alright, today's article is Mindfulness Training Enhances Endurance Performance and Executive Functions in Athletes in Event-Related Potential Study. Yeah, so even though this is athletes, I'm sure it's going to be the same. Alright. Mindfulness, a concept that originated from Buddhist meditative practice. See, okay. This is like one of my pet peeves. One of my pet peeves is like psychology, or people will take something from one culture and be like, this is mindfulness, do it. And it's like, okay, sure, there is benefits of just taking something from one culture and doing it. At the same time, what they don't tell you, or what they don't emphasize, is that Buddhist meditation practices is a freaking practice. Like, it's part of the culture, it's part of the religion, it's part of their spirituality, is like doing this thing. And so what I hate is when you take something out of that context, be like, oh, this thing helps you with the focus and attention and all that kind of stuff. But you don't do the full thing. Like, you don't do the practice part. You just try to breathe and stuff, you know? And then people poop on it. But, hey, a little cultural appropriation here and there gets you along the way, right? Alright. Mindfulness, a concept that originated from Buddhist meditative practices and was later developed and adapted by various scholars, has been described as the awareness that emerges through paying attention on purpose in the present moment and non-judgmentally to the unfolding of the experience moment by moment. I like this. Various scholars. I want what Buddhists say. Tell me what the Buddhists say, because they made that shit up. But hey, that's a great working definition of mindfulness. I'll take it. Oops, sorry, Dobby. With the essential processes of mindfulness involving awareness, open-minded, attention, being present in the moment, and non-judgment. Whoo, I like that. Essential process involving awareness, open-mindedness, open-minded attention. I like that. Open-minded attention. I think that's the first time I've heard them together. Open-minded and attention. I like it. Mindfulness can be cultivated through training and accumulated rigorous evidence. And accumulated rigorous evidence has indicated that mindfulness-based interventions can enhance physical health, mental health, cognitive and affective outcomes, and interpersonal outcomes, aka mindfulness BOP. Because of this non-judgment, I bet. Successful sport performances in high-level competitions require harmony among the given athlete's physiological, psychological, and interpersonal capacities, and readiness with mindfulness potentially affecting an athlete's ability to achieve peak performances. I guess they're kind of equating mindfulness with flow. Yo, what's up, Rainbow Meowie? I see you. I see you. Indeed, mindfulness-associated benefits have not only been observed in clinical and non-clinical populations, but also in specific populations dedicated to the pursuit of excellence in a given field, such as athletes. Specifically, mindfulness has been found to positively associated with flow in athletes. Oh. Regardless of gender or sport type. I think it's because of that, open-minded attention. And mindfulness-based interventions have been demonstrated to enhance sport-associated physiological activations and psychological status indicators, as well as sport performance themselves. It should be noted, however, that the majority of sport studies regarding mindfulness have emphasized either mindfulness-related physiological or psychological aspects of fine motor performances. I mean, that's gaming, baby. That's gaming, baby. So, even more so, if mindfulness helps... Excuse me. So even so, like, if mindfulness is more appropriate for fine motor, why aren't we doing it? Alright. Executive functions can be described as the higher order or metacognitive functions that are utilized to regulate... Oh, I should probably record this. Regulate a self-directed set of purpose-orientated actions in novel or non-habitual situations. These functions, which also enable an individual to flexibly regulate and control his or her own mind and behavior to achieve goals through the operation of fundamental cognitive processes, may be regarded as a significant characteristic of elite athletes. Fair. For example, athletes, regardless of whether they play self-paced sports or externally paced sports, have been found to achieve higher scores on executive function related tasks than non-athletes. Ooh, athletes are smarter than non-athletes. That's what I read. Better executive functions have also been found to distinguish talented from amateur players with 89% accuracy, and to differentiate elite to sub-elite youth players even after adjusting for training hours, reflecting the likelihood that executive functions are a critical indicator for athletic success. So what I just read is that you have to be smart to be successful in sports. And I would even extend that to esports, bro. I'd extend that more so to esports, because I think and this could be a controversial thought, I think you have to be smart in esports. I think you have to be more smart in esports than traditional sports to be better. And here's the hot take, okay? For example, in traditional sports, I can literally be bigger, faster, stronger than you physically, and there's nothing that you can do. For example, if I'm 8 feet tall, there's nothing you can do, probability-wise, to stop me from dunking the ball or putting the ball in the hoop. If I'm bigger, stronger, faster than you, there's nothing you can do to prevent me from like scoring this touchdown or hitting this baseball or running faster through the bag or like winning the race. Olympics, genetic freaks. Like there's nothing you can do to beat, back in the day, Usain Bolt. Like there was absolutely nothing short of cheating. But in esports, it's kind of like opposite because it's the equalizer, because you are one step removed away from the thing you're competing in. For example, you are not in the Rift. Your character Jinx is in the Rift. Talon is in the Rift. York is in the Rift. Garen is in the Rift. And also, they get bigger, faster, stronger over time, versus the other way around. In traditional sports, you get slower, weaker over time. So you have to be smarter in esports because the game is constantly changing. The field is constantly changing. Your power and how strong you are is constantly changing versus baseball. The field's always the same. There's no patches in baseball. There's no patches in basketball. It's always the same. So if this is true, it's even more important that you're smart and have better executive functionings because you need to be smarter in esports than traditional sports. Mindfulness-based interventions have been linked to increased executive functions. Copy. Paste. I'm not going to even try. Et al. Had observed a lower trails BA ratio for the trail making test, a positive executive function index in older adults following mindfulness-based stress reduction relative to waiting list controls. Trails. So basically like connected dots. Nice. Additionally, several studies involving the Stroop task, the neuropsychological test most commonly used to assess executive function, has also shown that executive functions are linked to mindfulness training. As reflected in fewer errors on the Stroop task among meditators than among non-meditators. While Allen et al. Observed improvements in Stroop conflict among adults who attended a 6-week mindfulness training program as compared to the control group. The improved executive functions result from mindfulness may be mediated by mindful-induced brain plasticity. Interesting. Plasticity is good. You want plasticity. You love plasticity. You want to be plasticity. Unless see, it's funny because like, oh, brain plasticity. It's good because that means your brain is functioning and fluid and it can be like molded like plastic. And now you're finding studies where they're finding actual plastic in brains and people are dying. So maybe plasticity is good, but not your brain into plastic. For example, mindfulness training produces larger no-go N2 related potential amplitudes, an electrophysical index of ERPs, which indicates better inhibitory control of behavioral goal preponderant response tendencies. So, what they're saying is it can help with impulse control, bro. So if you have ADHD, sit down and do some mindfulness, bro. Trust me, it helps. I've been doing it. Similarly, Terper and observed a mediating role of the error-related negativity amplitude of ERPs between mindfulness experience and Stroop performance, given that the ERN amplitude has been linked to the anterior cingulate cortex, a brain region implicated in executive functions. These findings suggest that mindfulness affects specific brain regions to enhance executive functioning. Word. The aforementioned studies demonstrate that mindfulness is associated with executive functions, and investigations in ERPs have further indicated that the underlying mechanisms of brain modifications from an electrophysiological perspective. Ooh, words. However, whenever mindfulness is associated with executive functions in athletes, remains unknown because no studies to date have examined the relationship between mindfulness and executive functions or potentially underlying mechanisms in athlete populations. Therefore, the purpose of this study was to explore the effects of mindfulness-based trainings on sport performance via endurance/gross performance and maximum oxygen consumption and exhaustion in trained athletes. Additionally, the effects of the mindfulness training were also examined with respect to executive functions from both behavioral and electrophysiological perspectives, with the emphasis on N2 component of ERPs during the Stroop task. It is hypothesized that a group of participants who took part in mindfulness training would exhibit better endurance performance after that training than the control group, as well as better executive function, performance, and larger N2 amplitudes. Fair. Okay. They should have made a number for this. 46 athletes aged 18 to 25 years were recruited from 2 national Taiwan sport university teams. Potential participants were screened. No prior experience in mindfulness meditation. Normal to corrected. Okay. Okay, interesting. These are very interesting. Okay, fine. Alright. I want to see, honestly, the measurements they use in the protocol, bro. Graded exercise test. Each participant's endurance performed, okay, VO2 max was assessed via GXT. Oh, they're on a treadmill. Sucks. Bro, then again, can you imagine if they, I mean, you have to imagine that they did this in Taiwan. You know how humid it is in Taiwan, bro? They must have been dying. So you know this is valid, because if they're doing this in like 80% humidity, take these results to the bank. Okay. Alright. And they did the Stroop task. The Stroop task is hard. But they did it in their native language. Nice. Okay. Okay. Mindfulness level. Interesting. The Chinese version of the mindfulness attention scale. I want to see that. Is that... What does that look like? Oh, here it is for free. Woo! First try, bro. First try. To score the scale, simply compute the average mean of 15 items. Higher number wins? Like, what? Like, what does it mean, though? What does it mean? Okay, higher scores reflect higher levels of disproportional mindfulness. Fine. You want a higher score. Okay. Now we even have a measure, bro. If you want to take this mindfulness thing, we got it, baby. We got it. Mindfulness. Dude, we take all the hard work out of this for you, babe. Okay. Items are reverse scored, such as the higher scores indicate higher disproportional mindfulness have been shown to... Okay. Mindfulness training program. This is what I want. The mindfulness training program used in this study was developed based on the original mindfulness program and mindful sport performance enhancement. In addition, stress coping techniques and techniques relating to the application of mindfulness in a sport competition context were practiced during group discussions in the mindfulness training program. Given past suggestions regarding effective mindfulness training, the mindfulness program consists of 2 30-minute sessions per week for 5 weeks. Okay. I want this. This is the thing I'm really interested in. Like, how did they actually do the mindfulness training, dude? Okay, mindfulness training program. This one. Oh, wow. Okay, I want it back to 2 honeys. Okay. There. Cope and stressing techniques. Oh, where's it? Okay. 2 30-minute sessions per 5 weeks. That's not that much, bro. Honestly, that is not that much. The participants are also strongly encouraged to practice at least 15 to 30 minutes per day between sessions. Okay. Fair. That's a little bit longer. That's a little bit longer. During the first 5 sessions, the concepts focusing attention on experience with non-judgment in the present moment and the components awareness and acceptance of mindfulness were introduced. The relative mindfulness skills including mindful breathing, mindful meditation, body scanning, mindful yoga, and mindful walking were also introduced during the first 5 sessions. I mean, I think one of the hardest things about mindfulness is you read this, you're like, what is this? Mindful walking, mindful yoga. It sounds really cringe. It sounds really cringe, and it sounds really simple, you know? But then you don't do it. Oh, is my camera broken? Where is my camera? I broke it. What the heck? Has my camera been broken this entire time? What? Is it broken on this one too? Yeah, when did it break? What is happening? Not gonna lie, this overlay, although it's cute, has been giving me problems. What? Is it broken here too? Whoa. What is happening? Why? Okay, But if I switch it to this one, oh, all messed. The tilter. What happened? Did this unplug? Is it just not reading it? What is happening? It was literally just working. What? It's broken. Why is this broken? What is wrong? I don't understand. Why? Can I close this? What else would be? Yeah? Why? Poor K. Poor K, why? Huh? I hate to redo this stream, but I don't know what else to do. I don't know what else to do. Because it's not even like coming up. Was it just not meant to be today? Okay, I am going to have to try to check something. No, everything is broken. Now my stream avatar is not even showing up. The fuck? Oh, dude, this stream is slowly devolving.